What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe and like button. If you're looking to buy anything, use the links below. So I made a quick short yesterday on, should we consider selling off the Witcher 1/4 line and basically do this? That's kind of the general idea. Doing the Geralt 1/3 next to Doom 1/3. Although I'd probably switch the two, have Geralt here with the Geralt poster I already have. And then, yeah, this also does leave an empty spot next to Resident Evil 2. I could technically do Resident Evil 3. Granted, Nemesis is very tall, so the top of his head would be kind of hard to see. He's like 32 inches tall, and I had Michael Myers at 32 under my shelf. It was just simply too tall. But it might work. However, speaking to several people in the group who owned this, which is actually like literally on Sideshow seconds right now at $1,200 plus shipping and tax. It's like $1,400. Pretty much everyone has said they like the 1/4 more. I can understand why the 1/4 is better. The base is definitely better. I like him holding these weird bird things, like the heads. I think those look pretty cool. It does come with 4 portraits, although I only really like 2 of them. I don't really care for like that portrait. Like, I don't care to see all that on his face, like the curse. In general, it does look great. It's huge, 35 inches tall, 4 heads. I still like the pose and the base better on the 1/4. Obviously, there is Yennefer 1/3, and they teased Ciri 1/3. So I technically could go all in on the 1/3 line, but then obviously space is the concern there. So I'm still leaning of just keeping the 1/4 line because I still really like the bases and everything. I still plan on selling my Ciri and probably go Ciri-less or get the new alternate costume Ciri. And there is how the alternate costume one looks. As you can see, it's not the monster-themed base. It still has the same sub-base, even a little bit more vibrant colors. And then, obviously, this is a very vibrant base. It doesn't have that monster head and arm, but it does have a cool-looking ice effect. The costume itself, I do like it. She's shown a little belly. You can see the body better, considering the sword right here, the arm's blocking her, her chest area, where here it's not. Like, this has a more sex appeal. Her hips are, more out. Her belly's exposed. You can see her area. I've also, heard the face is much better. It's definitely a cool-looking costume. This is more classic-looking. This has a few poses, I believe. This one has 2 portraits on the EX. Same head height. I still think the new one would look fantastic in the display. Even if it's a different color, I think it's fine. It'll just, especially in that deep corner, it'll shine more, where this one kind of like blends in. One other thing we definitely got to check out is this new Majin Vegeta Atomic Blast life-size bust by Real Creation Studios. Now, I don't think I've ever owned a Real Creation product. Maybe I did. Actually, honestly, I don't even know. Actually, I think I did. God, I can't even remember. Nevertheless, kind of crazy. A lot of people were posting they didn't like this in my group, the DBZ resin collectors, but I think it looks freaking fantastic. First off, it has a very similar like KD base, black underbase, almost like Sume style with that black middle stripe. It's obviously meant to display with Sume. It has that, it almost looks like a yellow electricity, but it's supposed to be like an aura effect. And then 2 electricities, literally the same ones on the Sume. It's like they almost copied it. Different face, same pose. And they add all this additional stuff. And it's quite big as well. I think the likeness is pretty darn good. I like it. Has a good sculpt as well, like the texturing and everything. The hair looks good. Now, this is not a prototype, though. This is just like a render. I don't even know if it's really a 3D sculpt or whatever. But it's 86 centimeters. Hey, Alexa, what's 86 centimeters to inches? 33.9. So it's definitely a big one. I can't remember the size of KD. I think it's like 30 inches. This one's a little bit taller. I think it's probably more true 1-to-1 scale. Based off that female pic, I would say it is. But I think this looks freaking fantastic, and it's a good price. So I'm a big fan. I really like this. And I definitely want to get a Majin Vegeta bust. As you can see from Kyo Nation, it's only $13.86 shipped. So very reasonable price. Comes with art box, metallic COA, card COA, gloves. So you're getting like the full package. Only 35 pieces in the US. Yeah, they list as 34 inches tall. Width and depth depend on display angles. Yeah, they should have gave you that. Because, I mean, how deep is this? Is this as deep as, like, Bruce Lee bust? But I actually do have another idea on how I could display something like this. Now, we also know KD Collectibles is making a Vegeta bust. However, they might underscale it like their current Vegeta bust. So I'm a little iffy on getting another KD bust because I'm not too fond of their scaling. And I think if this turned out like the photos, this would be absolutely amazing. Plus a very low edition size. So I really like this. And this is how I could more or less display this. Right behind, or right next to Doom, but facing the DBZ setup. As you can see, it's surrounded by Vegetas. And so this actually works extremely well. And if you think about the Goku bus is over here, which is also like 34 inches tall. So this would actually work extremely well. So I'm like, dang, I actually really like this idea. So that is sick. I really want to see a prototype though. You know, especially, I know this company has been doing lots of stuff, but they've never truly impressed me, hence I don't own anything. But this does impress me and definitely intrigues me. So I'm like, it is on my radar, because I would love to own a Vegeta bus. Now, I would prefer a different pose. I am sick and tired of the Atomic Blast pose, because everything is in that pose. Yeah, it was a cool scene, but I would prefer, honestly, just a powering up pose. Like, going Super Saiyan 2, right before the Goku fight. That was a sick scene. I would prefer that. I think that would be cooler. But this is definitely the best Majin Vegeta bust we've seen so far. Also, folks, I am highly considering selling off Bruce Lee just because it doesn't truly fit this room. If anyone is, potentially interested in buying this as a pair for $5,000 shipped in the US, feel free to reach out to me. Just think it's probably in our best interest to sell that and fund stuff that, fits my theme a little bit better. Just truly hard to display Bruce Lee. It's a very deep bust. Doesn't truly go with my, horror room. And so I think it might be best we get rid of him. Even though it's one of the best looking busts in 1/3 of my collection. Trying to, make everything theme-wise. And I might eventually even part with a Lita bust. I'm not 100% sure. My brother was telling me he thinks I should part with her, saying she doesn't fit the theme. But I don't know. That's a tough one. Because she does fit good there and look good. But we might sell Bruce Lee. If anyone's interested, feel free to reach out to me. Mint condition, both of them. Anyways, folks, we got something coming in tomorrow. Not a statue, but a prop. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.